What's up, guys? Just jumping in here this morning. It is 9:32, and we're just watching the Hyundai Momo scanner, which is the stocks hitting Hyundai on momentum. Nothing's really doing anything. Everything's kind of failing, other than GME, which is about 300 something dollars out of my price range. So we'll see if we can get any sympathy from momentum, but for now I'm just going to be sitting tight. So I'm in there at 632 for the breakthrough the VWAP setup over 634. I'm gonna sell right there because that should have been more convincing breakout. So I made $2. Breakout or bailout on that kind of setup. We'll see what happens from here. It did kind of wow. Could wait for a pullback, but that's disappointing. I'm gonna punch an order. See if I get filled here. Does not look like it. Dang. So I sold way too early on EXPR. So I bought at 32 for the breakthrough 34, thinking it was gonna shoot up. I sold at 34 because it kept getting stopped and then going over 20. What I should have done is just established my stop, because I could have made, 40 to $60 off that trade, which would have been nice, but it's all right. I'll wait to see what it does out of the halt. It's really bullish above 7, so we'll see where it opens. If it opens below 7, I'll buy through the breakthrough 7. If it opens above 7, I'll wait for a dip, stop at 7. I don't think this opens above 7 though. Alright, so EXPR is about to resume here in about 20 seconds. So we'll see what this does. I'm gonna just start with 100 shares, minimize the risk. I'm gonna buy right there. And at 64, stop will be at 50. So lost $13 there. Stopped out at 50. That's not a good trade, but that thing was getting sold into, and then it kind of jumped. It's just weird price action the last couple of days. It's like tons of market orders going through. It's just overall like really laggy. I mean, it's not my internet. I think it's like the market in general, because other platforms are having this problem too. But yeah, so that's a breakback below VWAP. So that's, you know, buying right here wasn't the stupidest decision, you know, looking at it now, but I don't know. I had assumed that this was gonna, you know, it was holding right here. I thought this would be a dip buy for a push back up through whatever, but no. And, you know, taking 100 shares was wise. I lost $14.14, you know, on a stock that essentially flushed. You know, it's good risk management overall. What I should have done is just saddled up and held my initial position. But it's okay. I gotta hold the winners, cut the losers. I cut the losers, right, but I didn't hold the winner long enough, so whatever. I'll probably only trade till 10 today, just because we're really not seeing anything worth it. I'll probably just keep putting myself more at risk by staying in the game longer. We'll just keep watching the scanners and see what's going on. RHE. So these spreads are a little, you know, volume's kind of light. I took a stab here on RHE. Wow, no fill. Minute 781. Stop will be I'm gonna hold this. Sell half at 8. I'm gonna hold the rest here. Still at 781. So I might have let a little bit of that profit go, but I'm gonna hold my sell at 42. I think this might still pop. Maybe not. I'm gonna sell there at 40, see if I can, yeah, just sold there at 40, lock my profit up. That's a $65 winner on the day. So if you'll see what I did, this was spiking up. I really liked this break, this high of day break here over this level of high 737. So above 737, I saw this was breaking out. Pulled back a tiny bit. Probably should have waited till this candle, maybe. But I don't know. This kind of came down. Chart doesn't tell the whole story, but buy here for the break of the new high for a move up through the whole dollar. That's why I kind of bought high. I sold half at $8 just in case it got rejected off that level, just because, you know, just to lock up some profit. I had 20 cents of profit, and so now I had 20 cents of cushion in case this flushed on me and I had to stop out. I wasn't taking a loss necessarily. So that was a smart play, even though I kind of minimized some of my profit. And then I didn't think that this was going to halt in the 40s. So even after it flushed a couple times, this was still holding up relatively well over my cost basis, which is at 780. So I had a little bit of room to hold. And even if I stopped out at 8, I still would have made 20 cents on the remaining 100 shares that I had. So I was willing to hold that because I was going to win no matter what. And I held it, and I got out at 840. So that decision made me an extra 40 cents. And, you know, bing, bang, boom. Now that was a $77 trade. So now I'm up $65.30 today. Takes a... You know, my first trade was a winner of $2. It's basically a break-even trade. And then I lost $14 on the next trade. You know, and then I said to myself, okay, so this is coming back up. I don't think I'm going to trade it, though. I said to myself, all right, I'm doing good in managing my risk, but what needs to happen is I need to hold the winners longer. So on this next trade, I took my own advice. I held the winners longer, and I made 60 cents of profit on 100 shares and 20 on another 100 shares. So we'll see what's happening here. I mean, could have taken this trade, but really don't want to give up my profit from the day. You moving up too, but I don't know. This flushed really hard here, and volume is picking up. So this might actually halt right here, but I don't know. I just don't really feel super good about it, honestly. Yeah, halt level just keeps moving up. That's the thing, like the halt level just keeps moving up a little bit. If it was like moving up a lot, then there'd actually be some room to punch a trade in, but I could maybe take a dip trade with 100 shares, but I really want to protect the profit that I have. I can't really hold through a flush. And this stock also doesn't have news. It's just a technical breakout, so we'll see. I just want to see what it does in this area, because it is kind of getting held up at the whole dollar. Partly because of the halt price was just above, so I can't really go above that, but at this point the halt level should be higher. If I did punch a trade here, my stop would have to be at 50, so yeah, see, I probably missed that entry already. I'm gonna punch it there. I'm in at 11. I just sold there at 20 on the halt, because 20 was the halt level, and the halt level moved up. So I made an extra, what was that, 10 bucks maybe? That sucks, but whatever. A winner is a winner, honestly, because now look, I would have been in the red if I had held any longer. So I didn't get the extra 10 cents. I sold at 20. The high was 28. Gave up 8 cents. That's totally cool with me on one little punch. And I did actually get slippage because I was actually intending to buy at 9. And I was a little late on the order, got some slippage. I probably punched the order at 9:05, got filled at 9:11, or 9:06, got filled at 9:11. So gave up about 13 cents total if it was a perfect trade. But see, yeah, this is why. This is kind of what I was waiting for, to see if this was gonna happen, because I was expecting maybe a false breakout or a double top and then a rejection. So this could actually be a good dip buy if you're just looking at purely technical analysis, but this thing doesn't have any news to really hold it up, so I would expect this to just continue lower and then kind of base out around the VWAP range. So I should probably call it a day here, because I'm tempted to take another trade here, and every trade I take, specifically on this stock too, every trade I take from here on out just gets riskier and riskier, and my chances to lose everything that I've made are just way high, So every time I've felt like I should probably just stop here and walk away with my profit, and I've taken more trades, I've almost 95% of the time I've just given all of my profit back, or most of it. So I'm just gonna chill out. Even though this is kind of setting up, to move higher, that's a high of day false breakout, but at the same time, this is still somewhat bullish. This is a pullback candle within range. So you could look at the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, and then a break through the whole dollar, and then look for the high of day break. But I don't know. I really don't know. So let's see what this next candle does. I'm not going to trade it. But I just want to see if I'm right. Okay, so no, my initial thing that I said was right, is that we're just going to continue lower. But this still could break to the high. Let's see what this happens here. It is kind of just decreasing red volume. Highest volume is on the green candles. So you know what? I just gotta call it. I don't want to get tempted to take another trade, so I'm gonna end the day here. Yeah, and this is continuing lower. If it breaks through the VWAP, it's done. So I'm gonna end the day here plus $74. That puts me up on the week. I think I lost $30 on Monday. I didn't trade yesterday, so it puts me up. At least gross profit puts me up a little over $40, which is nice. So goal for the week is my daily goal is $50, $30 to $50 a day. So a little under my weekly goal, but I made up for the loss. So if I can have another, $60 day maybe on Friday, I'll be at my target. So we'll see. But that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here. I won't be trading tomorrow, but I'll be back on Friday. So we'll see if we can get any momentum on Wildcard Friday and make some good money. So see you then.